back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I had a dream the other night. It's amazing I'm dreaming actually because my sleep is so fucked. I got this month's results back because I'm still wearing my Whoop. And this last month, the Whoop gives you how much sleep you need based on what the fuck you're doing, what you slept the night before, how much exercise you're doing. So it tells you how much sleep you need. And then it shows you what you get, where you fall asleep, all that sort of shit. Last month, on 0 days, I reached the sleep I needed. So not once last month, I slept the amount I was meant to. My average sleep was 6 hours and 15 minutes over the month. And that has to change because I'm just so fucking cooked. I'll tell you another insight before I get to this fucking dream. Another insight is when I go to sleep earlier, and I've done it a few times, I get less REM sleep, less restorative sleep, more light sleep, and I'm awake more at night when I go to bed earlier as opposed to when I go to sleep at like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, I get like 2 hours REM sleep. If I go to sleep earlier, I get like fucking an hour and 20 minutes. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I am dreaming though, sometimes. And I've had these dreams for fucking years. I've talked about it maybe a couple of times on this podcast previously. But I get these dreams occasionally where it feels like it feels like I'm getting abducted by aliens or some shit. Or something's going to come out. Like, I was having this dream last night it wasn't last night, it was a couple of nights ago. And it was like I was in, you know, where they do the MRI scans in that big circle thing, and the magnet is really strong, so you can't be wearing like necklaces and shit. And you see it in the movies, like they turn it on and you stick to it. Well, I was in one of those rooms and I started getting sucked into this machine. It wasn't fully getting sucked in. Like it felt like I was wearing a necklace, and then my arms started getting sucked in, and then my whole body was getting sucked in. And I'm like, I'm not wearing a necklace. I'm not wearing a watch or anything. And I sort of realized what was going on. I'm like, all right, just let it take you. Because I've had those experiences on DMT and ayahuasca and fucking all of them before. I know how to ride through that fear. You don't resist the fear. You go with it. You fucking the best you can. You just go, all right, I'm ready to die. Just take me. And then you get taken into a different world. So I got sucked in. I was just like, all right, take me. I'm not resisting. Never resist the fear. Just fucking let it wash over you. So I get sucked into this fucking vortex thing, and I get zoomed into some other alternate fucking universe, but then I get zapped in my dream into my bed, and I'm like, all right, I'm here, but I'm not here. You know what I mean? I'm here, but I'm not here. And then it's happened to me before. It happened to me in New Zealand. That's what I talked about in the camper van. So the same thing happened. So I've gone through the vortex. I'm in my bed in my room. My eyes are closed, but I can see everything. And then I'm like, all right, they're going to show me something now. Something's going to happen. And then the volume, like the vibration, just gets turned up. And it gets fucking intense. I could deal with it for a little bit. Like there was some crazy shit going on, visuals, hallucinations, but the vibration was like intense. And the more they ratcheted up the vibration, the more I was like, all right, I'm fucking not ready. I remember I did it in New Zealand. They were about to show me something. They were about to abduct me. That's what it felt like. Or something was about to get shown to me. And I had been like full crazy drinking for like 5 years. And I'd been on a huge bender. And it just felt like my brain would break if they showed me what they wanted to show me. And the other night, the same thing happened. I went with it and I was like, all right, what they're going to show me is going to be so fucking intense. Am I going to be able to process it? And I could feel in myself, I was like, nah, I haven't been sleeping. I'm not healthy. I'm fucked. I'm cooked at the moment. For something like this ordeal, I need to be like sharp. I need to be on it because it's going to be a lot to process. What it felt like, I tell you what it felt like this time. It felt like they were going to show me that I already died. And I'm like, I'm not ready for that. Imagine that. Even just thinking about that now is sort of cooking me a little bit. I push it away. I push it away as I'm conscious right now. Because if you think about it too much, you're like, how do I even know I'm not dead? I mean, I'm in an echoey room speaking into a fucking microphone by myself to who? Who am I speaking to? See, you can go down that rabbit hole and it's quite a terrifying rabbit hole. So I'm like, I'm not too sure I'm ready to know that I'm dead already. I'm not I'm not physically and mentally stable enough to know that I'm dead. You know what I mean? That's tough to take. Oh, they're just going to show me that I'm a ghost and I'm just fucking hallucinating my family and my whole life. I'm hallucinating everything. I'm a ghost in the fucking between world and none of this exists. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not quite ready for that alien or whoever you are trying to fucking abduct me. No thanks. So as it was getting more and more intense and they were trying to fucking tell me I'm dead, I was like, nah, I'm good. And I panicked. I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm still not ready. I'm not ready. And I was like fucking trying to shake it off. But it was so intense. Like, it was ayahuasca peak fucking intense. One day I'm going to go with it, but I need to be like real stable. I need to be like, all right, even if I am dead, just enjoy the hallucination. It's fine. Even if there are aliens, that's fine too. It's all fine. But at that stage, how I was feeling the other night with the lack of sleep and all that, I was like, oh, I'm not ready to know I'm dead. I'll save that realization for another day. Anyway, that's another one of the dangers there is when you buy a Whoop. You know too much. All right, fucking, that'll do it for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later, maybe.